Hi, all right, everybody. Welcome again to the 90 Days to 1 Million Naira Challenge. This is day two, and did you guys like yesterday's video? The video will be removed in about 2 hours, but today is a continuation of yesterday, what I discussed yesterday, and I'm going to be doing a further breakdown of the things that I discussed in yesterday's video. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. A whole lot to be learned. So forgive me if my voice is different today. I'm having a bit of a cold, but it's nothing to worry about so much. So anyway, so here we go. All right, guys. So we're in day two, and let me see now. Uh, okay, so we ended two, and I'm going to start off with discussing the biggest information marketing niche because of all the information that is sold in the world, there are like some of them that are the biggest, some of the biggest markets, biggest niches that people sell information in. And the very first one is the money and information niche. Yeah, there's a whole lot of different sub niches under that niche market. Of course, niche market simply means that a lot of people are interested in that particular idea or topic. So, money and business, under money and business, we have things like business startup, business opportunities, loans, taxes. Some people sell information that, especially abroad, that teach you how to lower your tax rates. Some people teach you even how to avoid paying taxes totally. So people teach you how to get loans, stocks and bonds. That's stock shares, company shares, stocks and bonds, commodities. What I mean by commodities include food stuff, and if you don't know it now, people actually trade these things. They trade food, things like coffee, things like cigars are traded around on exchanges around the world. They call them commodities exchanges, and people make a lot of money trading these things around the world. So investments, different kinds of investments, precious metals, how to buy gold, sell gold, how to do buy silver, copper, aluminium, platinum, all of that. Cryptocurrency, which is the one of the things that is the rave right now, marketing and sales, advertising, basically anything that has to do with money and business is under the money and business niche. And then the second one is relationships. And under relationships, we have dating. So you can sell dating advice to men, you can sell dating advice to women, you can sell um, sex advice to men, sex advice to women, and there's a third one, marriage. So you can sell marriage advice. Mommy Mojupe Hirim does very very well selling marriage advice, and she's a member of the Celebrate Society. She does really really well. So dating, sex, marriage, and then the third one is health and wellness. So basically, any kind of health issues, any kind of wellness issues. There's this doctor when I was in uni, and that's like 10 years ago. or more than a little bit above 10 years ago. He had this book, and the book is titled um, "How to Foods That Kill and Foods That Heal." Yeah, that's the title of the book. Foods That Kill and Foods That Heal. And he was advertising it in Daily Sun then every Tuesday, and you will see the adverts. And he sold over 20,000 copies of the book. It was a print book. It was selling for 6,000 naira then, I think. So, and he sold over 20,000 copies. How do I know that he sold over 20,000 copies? I know because he was eventually interviewed on in Daily Sun or Sunday Sun, one of them, around that period, and they asked him, and he said, he had sold around 20,000 copies of that book, Foods That Kill, Foods That Heal. That was the title. So so these three are like the biggest. So many of the information you are going to come across that is for sale actually fall under any of these three. But it doesn't mean that outside of these three that there are no not there, there's nothing else you can sell. You can sell a whole lot of other things. Okay, you can sell a whole lot of other things. This list is not exhaustive, of course. For example, under business setup, you can sell importation, you can sell exports, you can sell legal advice, you can sell a whole lot of things. All right, and then we then have travel. You can sell information about visas, about vacations, under education. You can sell information about homeschooling your kids. Tola Salau is a member of the Celebrate Society. She has this program that she is called STEM, a STEM program. I don't know what the hell STEM is. I don't have kids yet, so I'm sure I will know when once I have kids and they're in school. But it's called STEM, and and she's really, really passionate about it. And I'm working with her to help her sell that program and sell it to parents who have children that are in school. And then we have foreign study. I also have a friend of mine. He's not in the Celebrant group yet. He will be, but he's not there yet. But he sells information on how to get admission in foreign universities abroad. In fact, as we speak, he's helping another friend of mine get admission to go do masters in I think in Sweden or Germany. I can't remember now. But he does about 400,000 to half a million naira every month selling this information on how to go abroad and study. And it's something that could easily do a million naira every month, or even more than that every month. But he's decided to keep it small. For him, it's basically a lifetime business. The money he makes from it is fine with him. So, and then we have family. And now under family, you can read about pregnancy. Another friend of mine, it's actually a couple now. They have their own real estate company, super super successful in business. Their company is called P1. They have their real estate company is called P1. They have their offices around Lekki. The husband started selling a book on pregnancy, and he did that in 2016, and he made 18 million selling one book, and it was one ebook on pregnancy. He was selling for 10,000 naira, how to get pregnant, one ebook, selling it on Facebook, and he made 18 million selling that one ebook last year. I don't know how much he's made this year. I've only met him once, and he was in traffic, so we didn't have time to talk about it. Okay, and you could also sell things on about selecting the sex of a baby, and then you could sell information about healthcare. So, like I said, these niches are not exhaustive. The list that I have here is not exhaustive. If you have a copy of the Sell Your Brain book, I have a more comprehensive list in one of the chapters. I think in chapter 3 or chapter 4, there's a more exhaustive list of these niches. But the idea and the reason why I'm sharing it here with you is because it's going to give you an overview and you can see what is possible. You can see the different things that you can sell, things that are possible. All right, so continuing from yesterday, my idea is that I have three options: a book targeting single women, which falls, of course, under relationships, the dating subcategory. Okay, so basically, it's going to target single women and teach them how to finally get their boyfriend or a new guy that they meet to commit and marry them. The second idea is to create a 6 week marketing course for small and medium scale business owners and show them how to sell online. The reason why this is there is because in the last 1 year we've sold over 5 billion naira worth of products for our clients in our own company, because we also run a company called Digital Nexus, which is our digital consultancy firm. So we've done huge, amazing numbers for our clients, and we know what to do. We know how to do it. So that's the reason why it's said. And the third idea is creating a membership site for Sell Your Brain members. So yesterday I shared with you guys that you need to put when after you have listed your ideas, and I said when you're listing your ideas, you need to write everything down. You need to, it doesn't matter. Writing it down means that you're putting ideas down. You are not removing anything. You are not judging. You put everything down. Even the most ridiculous of ideas that you have, put it down. What are you an expert in? Write it down. What are your hobbies? What do you like doing? Even things you will do for free without minding people. You wouldn't mind doing it for free for people. Write it down. What are your what did you study? Did your grandfather pass or your grandmother pass some information to you down to you? For example, I also have somebody in the Sell Your Brain Society he's known as Mr. Habs. I'm sure a couple of you will know him, and he does a whole lot of health talk. He has a WhatsApp group. He has a Facebook page, and he talks about herbs. And he learned all these things from his grandfather, and he makes a lot of money every month dispensing and sharing this advice with other people. Okay, so these are my ideas, these three ideas. So I'm going to be passing these three ideas, through several parameters. I talked about them yesterday: solutionability, reachability, scalability, and profitability parameters. I want to make sure that each of these ideas passes those tests. If they don't pass that test, then I throw out the idea. So the same way that you have written down your ideas, you are going to follow the same thing that I do in this video. Pass your ideas through these parameters and throw away the ones that don't pass, get a pass on every single of those parameters. Okay, so I hope you guys wrote down your ideas yesterday. I hope you did. If you are just watching this video just because you want to add some extra information into your head, I'm sorry, but you are going to fail. And I don't wish for something bad to happen to you. It's just the fact. You can't just keep consuming information. You've got to do something. The essence of this challenge is to get you to actually do something. So if you have not written down your ideas, please write down your ideas. Please take a pen now, stop watching, write down all your ideas. Don't judge, put everything down, write down everything, and then pass them through these parameters as I'm going to do now. So I'm going to start with number one. So the number one is a book targeting single women. Um, uh, the book is going to teach them how to get their current boyfriends or future boyfriends to commit and propose and actually go the whole length and marry them. Okay, so does that idea solve a painful immediate problem? Of course it does. Of course it does. You know, I go to Twitter every day. I'm a Twitter fan. I love being there. I love it interacting there. I love letting my hair down. So I don't talk a lot of business there. Okay, I have a lot of friends who are there. So I just go there to wind down, play a bit, interact, chat with them. So, and I see things on Twitter. I see a lot of people complain. I see a lot of pity parties and sub stories, especially from ladies. You know, oh, this boyfriend dumped me, and that boyfriend, you know, did this to me, and some of them, a couple of them, were left on the altar. The boyfriend didn't show up. Some broke up with them just when they thought they had that guy for keeps. No, a whole lot of it. If you also go to Naira land, you're going to see a lot of stories like that. And and I'm sure you've probably had one story or the other of something like that happening. So if I can create a book that shows women actually how to get guys to commit, because the truth is that there are ways to get a man to commit. And I don't mean getting pregnant for that man. That's not the solution. Some guys will not even marry you even if you get pregnant for them. So um I know that it solves a painful and immediate problem because nobody likes being heartbroken. Nobody wants to waste their time with a guy for 7, 8 years, 6 years, 5 years, even 4 years, and at the end of the day, the guy moves on, and they have to start all over again. They have to pick up the pieces of their broken hearts and start all over again. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do that. Okay, they would rather marry the person they're in love with right now rather than later. So it does solve a painful immediate problem. Can a physical product be a substitute for this problem? No, and it is perfect. You want to be sure that the physical product cannot be a substitute for 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 that information. For example, nobody is going to walk into a shop anywhere or go online anywhere and buy a physical product that can help their man, um, that will get their man to marry them. Of course, unless they go to a babalawo, a jazz man. But of course, a lot of people wouldn't do that. Some people wouldn't want to go that route, and I'm not even sure those things work. I think those things are stuff of Nollywood flicks, you know. So a physical product cannot be a substitute, and that is just the perfect thing. So are there any cultural or attitudinal biases towards a more widely accepted or conceived solution? Is there any other thing they can do, for a solution other than seeking information about it? No, there's nothing else, which is also perfect. So, and then can it be explained in a step-by-step format? Of course it can. I can explain it in a step-by-step format. Is it easy to deliver? Yes, perfectly. I can deliver it as an ebook. I don't even need to print the book. I can convert it to PDF after writing it down, putting it in step-by-step format. I can do that and send it via email, and then they can download it. Or I can even do a print book and ship it to them if I want. Or I can do a video course. There are so many, many, many ways that I can deliver it. So it's going to be easy to deliver. All right. So the next set of parameters is the reachability parameters. So how easy is it to reach the target market for this product idea? So how easy is it to reach women who are single? You know, there are many places where they gather. Okay, so I can reach them by advertising on Linda Ikeji blog. I can reach them on Facebook. I can reach them via Google. They are online. I can reach them on Instagram. Many of them are online. Many of them are social media addicts. So it's easy to reach them, which is perfect. How cheap is it to reach this target market? It's cheap. I can start with $5 a day on Instagram, $5 a day on Facebook, and another $5 a day on Google. So really, really cheap. And then we come to scalability. Will there be a never ending supply of customers for this idea? Of course, there will be. There will be because, you know, young girls are going to grow older, they're going to become young ladies, they're going to fall in love, they're going to be, they are going to want their, as they grow older and fall in love and have boyfriends, they're going to want those boyfriends to marry them and end up being misses. So there's going to be a never-ending supply of customers for this idea. So there will always be single women in Nigeria. You know, as the current single ones get married, more newer single ones, become of age and replace them. So it's always going to be there. Are there multiple places I can advertise this product if I create it? Of course, there are. I just mentioned a number of them. Places where I can target them, places where they gather online. Now, profitability. Can I make a lot of money realistically selling to this audience? Yes, I can make a lot of money. I can price my ebook. If it's an ebook, I can price it for 5,000, for example. I can price it for 7,000, for example. I can price it for 10,000, for example. And remember, because it's an ebook. If I choose to do an ebook, remember that if I price it for 10,000 naira for the book and I sell it, it means that all 10,000 naira is pure profit. Every single thing goes to the bottom line. So you can make a lot of money selling it. Okay, because it has a lot of high percent value. Because it's easier to get someone to pay 10,000 naira and learn what to do to get her errands boyfriend, her commitment shy boyfriend to commit, give them a ring and marry them. It's easier for them to pay 10,000 in exchange for information like that versus trying to figure it out on their own, right? Okay, so can I create more products to sell to this initial and future audience? Of course, I can create outside of the book on how to get their men to commit and marry them. I can create another ebook. I can create another ebook that shows them how to know what men think. I can create another ebook that shows them how to you know get their boyfriend's friends on their side. And let me tell you guys a story, especially if you're a lady and you're single and you're watching this, okay, and you have a boyfriend who you are in really love with and you would really love to be Mrs. That person's name. One thing that pushes guys to actually decide to marry a particular lady is what his friends think about that lady. I kid you not. I kid you not. It is subtle, it is not known, but it happens in 90% of the cases. So know that. So I can sell a book on that, on why it's important, how to endear yourself to his friends, to his family, and all of that. I could create a different ebook for that. I could have one ebook that teaches you how to know what men think. How do men think? Because if you know how they think, you know how to walk towards them. Because you have to understand that dating is manipulation, just like marketing and advertising is manipulation. But it is good manipulation. It is good manipulation, not the bad kind. If you don't learn how to manipulate, everybody manipulates. If you are married, you manipulated your husband and convinced him to marry you, and vice versa. He also manipulated you and convinced you to marry him. That's if you're a lady. So dating is a manipulation. You've got to understand how the game works. You've got to understand, you know, how it works, so that you can make it happen. So I can create a lot of products, and sell to this market. So that first idea passes all our parameters. So let's go to number two idea: 6 week marketing course for small and medium scale businesses. Does this solve a painful and immediate problem? Yes, it does solve a painful and immediate problem, because people want to sell online, and then they go and that's why they go online and it doesn't work, right? And nobody buys anything from them, and they're doing it every day, and each day they look at their bank accounts, no money has come in, and they are full of despair. They're despairing. They're angry. They're not happy about it. It's painful to put out something for sale. All of you watching this are business people, and I'm sure you will agree with me that it's painful to put out something for sale and making no sale or very few sales. Your hopes and your dreams come crashing down, and you feel like a failure. So if I have a 6 week marketing course that will help you and solve that problem, and that will remove that pain from you. You are going to love it because it solves that problem for you. Can a physical product be a substitute? That you can't go and buy something that will help you become a better market overnight. You can't, for example, um, go and buy something from a shop, or from Conga, that will help you become a better marketer. Okay, so there's nothing that that can be a substitute for it. Of course, there will be other marketing products, but those are other marketing products. All right, so it passes the test. And yet, cultural and attitudinal biases towards a more widely accepted conceived solution. Nope, there is none. There's nothing cultural or traditional about that will prevent someone from buying a marketing course online. Can it be explained in step by step format? Of course. Is it easy to deliver? Definitely. Now, reachability, is it easy to reach the target market? Of course. All of them are on Facebook, all of them are on Google, all of them are on Instagram trying to push their thing. You are going to see them, they will join your group if you have a group, and then they will post something without permission. They will post spam. They will tell you, offer, 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 promo, 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 those kind of posts, you know, or they are going to put a link to WhatsApp, join my WhatsApp group and get, are you looking to become rich overnight? Everything that you have used before has not worked. This is the only one that has worked. So if you use it, it will work for you too. You can make 1 million naira in 2 minutes and keep making 1 million naira every 2 minutes. WhatsApp me now. So of course, if you post that kind of thing, in the Sell Your Brain group, then I will think that you're a very very mad person, and then I'm going to block you, and then I'm going to delete it. It's funny because when you see things like that, you know that this person is desperate. This person doesn't know how to market. So there are a lot of people like that. There are a lot of people who also want to market ethically. They don't want to spam, but they also don't know how to do it the proper way. So they are having trouble, and day by day they are getting more and more tempted to go the bad way and start spamming. So there are a lot of them online and they're easy to reach. And it's also cheap to reach them. Would there be a never ending supply of customers for this idea? Of course, because there will be always people who will be starting businesses, people who will be trying to market businesses, always. And there are multiple places I can advertise the product. Definitely Google, Facebook, Instagram, I could also do go to churches, find churches that have business groups, promote to them. There is a whole lot of places I could market that. Can I make a lot of money realistically selling to this audience? Definitely. For that 6 week marketing course, I could charge 49,000 for it if I wanted. I could charge 75,000 a pop for it if I wanted. I could also create more products to sell to this audience because, aside the 6 week marketing course, I can also create a course on how to get traffic and sell it to them. I can also create a course on how to do mobile advertising and sell it to them. I can create products every month till infinity. I can. So idea number two passes the parameters. Okay, and then number three is a membership site for Sell Your Brain members. So a membership site, does this solve a painful and immediate problem? Yeah, yeah, it does because a lot of the problem with Facebook groups is that when you join, especially the first time, especially if that group is a bit old. Some of the best posts have already gone down because new posts come up every day and it pushes all the old posts down, 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 down. And it's a pain in the neck to access those posts. It's a pain. And I'm sure you guys will agree because if you joined the group in the last 6 months, even for example, the Sell Your Brain group, if you joined it in the last 6 months, even if you joined in the last 12 months, you've missed out on a lot of the posts that we made because the first 6 months was fire. There was a lot of wonderful posts that I actually plan to start bringing up back up again. So I was thinking if we created a membership site and arrange all of those posts logically and beyond posts, actually turn them into reports instead of just ordinary posts. Add more information to each of those posts. Talk to the people who made those posts and the ones that I made myself. Turn them into reports. PDF reports, and put everything in the membership side. And then any new post that comes up, we put it also, we put it in that membership side. We add more information to it, do better research on that topic, and put everything in membership side. And I offered it to members of the Sell Your Brain Society. I think a lot of them are going to buy it. I think a lot of them are going to buy it. So I know that it solves a painful and immediate problem. And there's nothing else outside. There can be a substitute to it. Okay, and there's no attitudinal or cultural or traditional biases towards that as a solution. Of course, the posts can be explained in step-by-step format. It can be easy to deliver. It will be easy to reach the target market because the target market they're already there in the group, in the Sell Your Brain group. You guys are already there in the group, so it's easy. It's as easy as me just putting up a post. We have about 8,000 members now in the group, and about 5,500 of the members are reading all of the posts that are posted. So about 80% of the members are reading. So and I don't have to spend money to reach that target market because it's cheap. And then scalability. Will there be a never-ending supply of customers? Of course, because every day about 50 to 100 new people join the group. Okay, there are multiple places I can advertise the group, of course, multiple places. Can I make a lot of money selling to this group? Yes. So because it's a membership site, everybody everybody pays for access every month. I can create more products, I can do more webinars, I can come up with more ideas that I'm going to sell to members of the group. So idea number three also passes the test. So which of these ideas am I going to work with? Which of these ideas am I going to get started with? Which of them is going to be the one that I'm going to be working with on, that you guys are going to follow over the remainder of the 90-day challenge? I'm going to be working with number one, and I'm going to explain why I'm choosing number one. Aside the fact that I've always wanted to work on number one, which is a book targeting single women, I've wanted to work on it for a long time. That's number one. The reason I'm not going with number two, which because I'm a marketing person, so ordinarily I should have gone with number two, right? The reason I'm not going with number two is because we already have a plan for number two. We already have a plan to create it outside of this challenge, and is the plan is a bit complicated. I can't begin to explain it over that 90 days. Is a high level launch. We want to do a launch for it. So we're doing videos for the launch. We're doing like a 1 week launch for it. We're having it promoted across several groups. I'm contacting my friends who have groups to promote it. John Obide, Victor Bassi, and a couple of other people who have groups and who have lists, Patrick Obide. So we're going to be doing four free videos for the launch period. We're going to be doing a whole lot of things. It's complicated, and I don't want to show you guys something that is complicated, because I want to show you something that is simple, that is easy to set up and run. When you get really, really good doing the easy parts, then you can start learning the complicated parts. All right. I like easy, I like straightforward. That's the reason why we're not doing number two for this challenge. And then another reason we're not doing number three, which is the membership site for the challenge, is that we're already creating a membership site. We're already programming a membership site for the members. The members are going to join. So I can't possibly, tell them to stop and then start doing it. Besides, I can't even program myself. All right. So that's the reason why we're not doing number three now. And then another reason I want to do number one is I want to do something that I don't have a seeming advantage in. If I do number two, I already have an advantage in it, right? Because I already have marketing knowledge. I already know what to put there. I already know what the content of the course is going to be. If I do number three, I already have you guys. You guys are already, members of the group. You guys are already buyers, and you're going to buy it. So it's easy. So I chose number one because it is new for me. I'm number one. I'm just a guy who understands what it takes for a guy to commit and marry a woman, because I married one in January this year. You know, and I could have married, any other person, a whole lot of many other people before I met her, and then decided that it was her that I was going to be marrying. So I understand what it takes, but I've not written a book before on this topic, and I wanted to go with a topic that I know that I will be more or less creating from scratch, because I know that many of you are also going to be starting from scratch. So I wanted to go through the process of really, really and truly starting from scratch, so that you guys can watch the creation process. I can do videos about the research process for the content, and then the creation process for the content, and putting it together so that everybody can actually follow, because the idea is to show you what to do even if you're starting from scratch. So that's the reasons why those are the reasons why I'm going with number one. So tomorrow we are going to get into the nitty gritty. We're going to start tomorrow's video with researching the single women market. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I want you guys to be there with me tomorrow. So thank you for watching today's video, day two. I hope you love it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Cheers.